This year is issue number 4 of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. Last time, Rita's latest monster, Wildfire, was sent to New York City, and the Turtles, including April, were given the Power Rangers morphers. The Turtles are teleported into the city and fun is poked at the Rangers' morphing sequence, as Leonardo is pressured to reach behind his back and say it's morphin time. So, Donatello is black, April is pink, Leonardo is blue, Michelangelo is yellow, and Raphael is red. So the Turtles got the colours closest to them, but Leonardo is still the leader as the Blue Ranger. The new designs are rather cool and gives them an armoured look, except for April, because she's human, so there's obviously no need to adapt the suit for her, except for removing her skirt for some reason. The Power Rangers return to the Turtles' lair without their power morphers. Master Splinter tells them that they aren't Rangers because of their morphers, but inside they are all Rangers. Almost immediately the Rangers grab some clothing, pick up the Turtles' weapons, and become ninjas. My only criticism here is that this happened so quickly, but as this is a limited series, I understand the rush to get everything in. I'd rather have this than get bogged down in details and dragging the story out. The Rangers and Casey's mission is to locate Tommy. Back to the Turtle Rangers, and they're enjoying the abilities the morphers have granted them. April, for example, has never shot an arrow before, but here she is wielding the power bow like she's Robin Hood. And because the Turtles are fighting against putties, they can let loose for a change and actually go for the kill. When Wildfire comes into the picture though, the Turtles struggle to deal with him, as he's a more competent monster than the putties. It's good to see April having a fair bit to do, even giving out instructions to the Turtles, with Leonardo even saying, someone's gunning for his job as leader. Going underground and into the sewers, we see the Power Rangers and Casey riding in the party wagon. Billy placed a micro-transmitter onto Shredder during their fight, so they're taking the party wagon to track him down. They find him at none other than the Technodrome. The Rangers make their way inside quietly, taking out some of the foot. They're actually moving like ninjas, which is good. They're not charging in and yelling as they normally do. Baxter Stockman wants to take samples from Tommy before he's killed, so he can see how morphin energy affects a person's cellular structure. Before Baxter can do anything, the Rangers make their way in, forcing Baxter to abandon his plan and run instead. They release Tommy and start to make their way out. By this point, there are more foot soldiers, so the Rangers fight their way through the obstacle, with Tommy coming face to face with Tyler again, saying he's going to knock some sense into him. So Tommy still wants to get Tyler out of the Foot Clan. Back to the Turtle Rangers now, and they're mostly evading Wildfire's attacks and saving civilians. It's great that the Turtles are morphed because they can actually fight in the open now, and get up close to people, like Raphael stopping a lamppost from crushing someone. April says they need to end the battle before someone gets hurt, so Donatello says that they need to bring in firepower. That leads to the Turtle Rangers summoning their version of the Power Blaster, comprising of the Power Staff, Power Bow, Power Chucks, Power Blades, and a Power Size. But the finished Power Blaster looks pretty much the same. Funny, as Raphael doesn't know what to do once it's assembled, but Donatello says it's quite simple. They say Cowabunga, and the blast is fired, destroying Wildfire. That was funny to see. It's great seeing a new team bring together a weapon and not knowing what to do. It was also fun to see that Cowabunga is the word to activate the blaster. Back at the Technodrome, the Power Rangers are still fighting their way out. Tommy thanks Kimberly for going to save him, but sassy Kimberly here says she tried to talk the others into leaving Tommy there to die. I love this Kimberly. She's so dark. Anyway, Baxter introduces the latest evolution of the Foot Clan. It's the Putty Soldier Elite, so it's a combination of the most powerful foot soldiers and the versatile Putty substance. Tyler is leading his men against the Rangers, but then the Putty Soldiers turn on them. It's probably because Baxter said to them, eliminate anything that stands in their way. In their eyes, the ordinary foot soldiers were probably in their way. Tyler is about to get grabbed by one of the Putty Soldiers, but Tommy knocks him away. That demonstrated to Tyler that the Foot Clan doesn't care about him, and the Technodrome will eat him alive. So with that, Tommy offers his hand to Tyler, and they make a run from the Technodrome. So, Tommy's mission seems complete. He found Tyler and got him out of the Foot Clan. We then see Rita and Shredder discussing their defeat. Baxter's hybrids were troublesome and allowed the Rangers to escape despite being outnumbered, and of course they didn't have the powers either. Shredder also blames Rita's monster for failing to defeat the Turtles, and therefore unable to take their morphers. Rather than continuing to blame each other, they decide to continue working together and take a direct approach. That is, to send the Technodrome above ground. We then see Rocksteady and Bebop ready to level the city. Rita then makes both of them grow. The appearance of the Technodrome and the giant Rocksteady and Bebop have devastated Central Park. Alpha's close to finding a way to reconnect the Rangers to their power coins, but there's no actual solution yet. There's only one option. Donatello knows what that is, and so the Turtles take control of the Megazord, which is exactly what I was hoping to see following the end of the previous issue. Raphael as the Red Ranger is driving, despite him wanting Donatello to drive, even though Leonardo is the leader. That's the end of the penultimate issue. This was largely a fun one to read, as we saw the Turtles take on the Rangers' mantle, and the Rangers became ninjas. It was fun seeing the Turtles suit up as the Turtle Rangers, although April's design was a bit of a disappointment. It's understandable as she's human after all, but why remove the skirt? For the Rangers, I liked them moving and fighting like ninjas. They seemed more ninja-like than the Season 3 ninjas, and it was more about skill than the Season 3's ninja powers. The next issue is the finale, so I'm anticipating a fun end to the series. It may not be massive, but it should be a fun read.